by printbymagic.com, printing playing cards and services for magicians. Hi and welcome to the Magic World Review Show. I am James Anthony and today I have a really exciting review on my hands. So exciting, it's a little bit different, and this is an app. Now, I think I have reviewed apps, but nothing quite like this. The product is The Stranger by Jonathan Levit. It retails from $49 and goes upwards. I will show you the website later and the different packages that are available, but essentially The Stranger is an app that I have been using personally in my performances very recently, and I fell in love with it, and I reached out to Jonathan and I really had to do a review on this product, mainly because of the new exciting features which are being released almost on a daily or weekly basis. They just seem to be coming out all the time. The way he deals with fixes and problems seems to be continual, and the new abilities that the app has brought with the new Pro feature just takes it to a whole new level. So I'll be honest with you, I don't know exactly where I'm going to start with this. I'm just going to try to keep this review as to the point, as efficient as possible. I'm not going to go into every single detail of this app because there are literally a million different combinations. You can also watch some amazing tutorials in the app, which I'll show you briefly within it. So, what is The Stranger? Well, we've got a setup here right now. I have my phone, which I'm going to be showing through a camera just here, which is this one right there. I'll be showing you The Stranger here. Also, we have the Peaksmith by Andras Bartathi, and this is a wonderful little peak device by Electrics, which is used in conjunction with this for my personal routines. However, this is another thing. I have reviewed it in the past. It's well worth considering for your mentalism, mind reading, or any sort of peak requirements. Now, let's get going. So what is The Stranger? So essentially the concept is you are on stage performing. You could be a parlor situation. You could be just for a small intimate group, even smaller than a parlor. You could be on a stage with 1,000 people on a cruise ship. It really doesn't matter where. And you have a card selected, and at some point you call a stranger. So this is where it all comes in. You call any number, a random number. It could be numbers generated from an audience. So you say, for instance, we're going to generate a number here. We're just going to try and call a stranger. Let's see if this works. I can't promise it is going to, but let's try. 079 is the start in England. Let's continue on with something else. So they continue with the numbers. You generate a random number. Now somebody answers. It could be a pizza delivery driver. It could be a person sat at home on his sofa. It could be absolutely anybody. And they will start talking to you, be surprised, and of course suddenly they will be able to name the playing card at the very end that they selected. So that is it, and it can be performed in a stage environment using both the speaker and the microphone, and it plays very big, packs super small, because of course all you really need is the app and the phone. You can even perform this with a spectator's phone, and you actually make the call on the spectator's phone. This app has been out now for a little while, and the main reason I'm doing this review is because of all the updates and all the changes which have been introduced to it, including the Pro, the Live, and the Lite. And the Pro now is not just this routine that I'm giving you, but it opens up a whole Pandora's box of effects that you can perform with the Stranger app. I mean, ways in which you can get information from A to B, or A to B, depending on which side of the screen you're looking at. A to B, if you want to get information from Dice Smith to that, if you want to get information from Pi Revelations to a spectator or a random person in America, you can literally do that with this app. And that is the Stranger Pro side, which allows you to do more than the playing cards. But the playing card is introduced in the live version, perhaps the Lite, but the live version for sure. Forgive me, I have done my best to learn all the different things that are possible with this app, but I'm just going to gloss over them so that you can then just get the app. Literally, I'm not being sponsored for this. I'm not being paid for this. I've not got the app for free. I simply am a paid subscriber of this app, and I just believe that it's really, really cool. And I just thought I had to do a review on it. So, essentially, you can get a random stranger, call them up, and you know the playing card. So, let's show you a couple of clips from the website from the stranger. Then I will show you my way of maybe just, a live thing of it here. And then I will go through some of the settings in the phone as well, just so you can see them. And then you'll know if this is for you or not. So, and then I'll go over, of course, the difficulty level of this, how easy it is to learn, to pick up, and so on and so on. Now, I've got lots of new buttons programmed in on my little device over here, so I've got to kind of remember which ones they actually are. But we're going to go to screen. If we go to screen, here we are, just ignore that screen. We've got the stranger up here, and I'm just going to keep talking like this because this is the website. It is thestrangerapp.com. So that's where you find information on it, thestrangerapp.com. And here you are with Jonathan Levit's The Stranger. Say hello to a new stranger. Imagine calling a complete stranger and they reveal exactly what your volunteer is thinking. The Stranger is a professional tool designed for every magician. Now, we're not going to play the full thing. We're just going to play it from here, this point onwards, and hopefully you'll pick it up.
Phone effect meets the 21st century.
I'll move the mic.
A word, a favorite movie, a color, a serial number on a spectator's bill, all perfectly revealed by a complete stranger
Magic Castle.
that you call based on a phone number randomly generated by your audience. This is not just a magic trick. This is an experience that your audience will never forget.
Name the card you're thinking out loud.
Right now?
Yeah.
5 of spades.
That's so cool. It is so cool.
This is not just a card trick. The stranger can reveal a word from a book test, or an instant book test, a house number on an address, or a birth date. What is it?
Get the f*** out of here!
Danny, what did you write?
Recommended!
Unbelievable! You can use NFC tags. The stranger can
Okay,
reveal
so
a search word.
I think that's going to be enough from that. Let's just stop that. Let's go back to here. That I think, if that doesn't sell it to you, I don't know what else does, because it is insane. So he was showing you the fact that you can be on stage, you can make a phone call, and of course it will, a spectator, a random person will know what it is. So here we go. I'm going to show you this on the actual phone itself and perform it. Well, I'm not going to perform it like a professional, because I personally am using this for a different routine, and that is with the Stranger Pro. So I'm not an everyday user of the Stranger routine. I am practicing it. I've done it a couple of times, but I'm certainly by no means an expert. So don't expect that. However, let's go down to the iPhone itself here. So we've got this here, and you can see the various different options. Now, just ignore the options for now. Imagine that you're ready to perform this routine. I'm going to just talk to you through just a couple of the basics, and after that, you can watch the tutorials when you get this app for yourself. You have a Convince A. So this could be, if you tap it, people that hang up, or people that it goes straight to voicemail, for instance. That's there, disconnected. You see? So you can have 2 of them in a row. You can tap various options and get different people from around the world. So you could have an English UK version. You just download these before, and then you can use different ones. And then you practice with them. Now here we've got recording is the one I've got selected here. We'll go into Live Stranger later. Now, borrowed phone is always there on a Pro. That's ready to go. I'm going to swipe to the right. Now I program my card, 3 of spades. Click on that. Now I just go to my phone like I would any other phone. And you dial a number. Ba 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 ba. And you hit call. Now you're on. That's it. I mean, you're on. And now it's going to call.
Hey, I'll be right down.
Okay, you're going to be right down, yes? Okay. Hi, my name is Anthony.
This is Chris. Is this my driver?
No, no, my name is Anthony. I'm a magician and I'm performing now in front of lots of people on stage. And I really, really need your help.
I'm waiting for a car. I'm sorry, who is this?
Okay, my name is Anthony. I'm a magician. I'm performing live on stage in front of 20,000 people.
Is this live?
Yes, yes, it's live. It's live, and I just need your help. Just tell me a playing card. So, any playing card from a deck of cards. I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you can actually help me name a card from a deck of cards. Literally, it could be a 2 of diamonds, 4 clubs, 3 of hearts, whatever it is. Just say it out loud so that the whole audience can.
The card that they're... Just any card.
Yeah, literally any card at all. Just literally any card.
Got it.
Okay, so you're thinking of it now. Say it out aloud.
Just say it.
Yeah, literally say it. Everyone's waiting.
3 of spades.
Was your card the 3 of spades? The audience goes wild. Ba ba ba. That is the stranger. Thank you.
No idea what just happened.
I know. Me neither. Me neither. See you later. And that is how the stranger works. So, not sure if he speaks.
Thank you. I have no idea what I did, but thank you.
You did a great job. Cheers.
Bye.
And then you hang up. Okay? So, I have not been performing this much, but it was so easy to be able to get into the swing of it. Mainly because the numbers of the call, so the numbers going up, are actually telling me when he's about to speak. So this is kind of giving an idea into the mind of Jonathan Levit and how the app has evolved over time and become such a polished piece of work. So now I know exactly when the person's going to speak, and I can ad-lib around it, but I know when to shut up. So it just works with minimal practice, and that's why someone who's beginner or intermediate can easily perform this routine, as long as you've got a basic tech sort of, you need to be able to open up an app, you need to understand the basics of that kind of magic, but it's no more difficult than going into a regular phone app, changing a few settings here and there. But it also caters for a lot more difficult side of things. It does allow you to link with APIs. So it allows you to link with APIs to various other apps and do way more than just playing cards. So I've just showed you the core routine, and there's loads more routines you can do. You can also do it with live, like a FaceTime routine with somebody, and you can also do this on a spectator's phone as well. So there are so many options built into this app. It is literally insane. So I'm going to show you just a couple of things. I'm going to put my arm around the camera like this here. I'm going to exit this app here. I'm just going to talk you very briefly through some of the things, but all the tutorials, I'm not even trying to teach you how to use this. This is something that I'm just going through the options you see. So when you load up the stranger for the first time, the stranger, here it is. You have various options. You have your different convincers you can turn off and on. You can choose your different English USA, for instance, recordings. I've downloaded some more, and you can choose which ones you want to use. Englishman UK, for instance. And it's great. It's got ones for every different country, so it's fantastic. Now, you also, of course, this works. I'm just going to say this very clearly. It works on both Android and Apple. But certain things like pathways, which is something I'll let you look up on the website, is only available on iOS as far as I'm aware. But don't take my word for everything. Just look on the website, get the app. You will not be disappointed. But here you go. You've got Apple Watch, so you can turn on that. So now you can actually input the playing card with the Apple Watch itself. Send to device. I'm not 100% sure. But right now we have these options here. That's selected. I'm just going to swipe right. You program in a playing card. Click on that. And now you're in the screen. And now you're ready to go with the routine. So that is one way of performing it. You just simply open up that and it's good to go. Now let's come out of that. I'm still learning how to do this. Now, if I go to here, I am now unsure how to get onto another menu. And if I can't do it, I'm going how to go back onto the menu that I normally use. Because I don't do the stranger routine as such. I like to perform a routine that goes straight to this, you see. So I'm going to go here, and these are all the different options. You've got recordings, where you can download new recordings. This is if you're a pro member, by the way, for the revelation side of things. But there's a million options inside every one of these. You can toggle on strangers. Now, there's something I'm just going to say very briefly, is that you can set up friends as strangers. You can also use other strangers, like a network, to be your helpers for the routine. So you don't actually have to call a random person. You can use a live stranger. So I've got a few in my phone. There's a few basic settings you've got to do, and then other than that, they can be used as your stranger. Now, you can call up a random person anywhere in the world whatsoever, and they will know what playing card that has been selected, or what word has been thought of, or what dice numbers have been rolled. Whatever it is, you can send that information prior, secretly, to those people. So this is how powerful a stranger actually is. Now, you can also do that with multiple methods: text, push notifications, and so much more. So you have multiple layers of backup as well. So as a professional performer, you know that you get notifications that they have actually seen it if you use push. Then you have text as well, and you have a fail-safe. If that doesn't work, you can go onto the backup of a regular pre-recorded one. So you've got so many layers that you need of backup, which as a performer you have to have. So all of it is well thought out and put into the app. So let's go back down. Here we've got, I don't know what half of them do, I'll be honest, but you've got NFCs. You can program these for various things, for using a spectator's phone, listening. But then here we go, if we've got the pro version, you can use, well, AirTags, Wikitest, CubeSmith, Timesmith, so you can make your watch with a Timesmith watch, send the information randomly to a spectator. Ellipse is something that I will be reviewing separately. Ellipse is just insane again, and this is where I use my routine with Ellipse and with the Stranger app. So the fact that somebody can go onto a random music page, search for on Genius for a name of an artist and then the actual song itself. They can search for the word, a random word in the lyrics, and then next minute you know exactly what it is. That's all I'm going to say. You know exactly what it is. It is on here like this. But also, not only do you know, but you've now sent the information to somebody on the other side of the world. So literally, what you can do is absolutely endless. And there's so many new features being built in. So I'm not going to keep going on about this for ages. Let's move on. So here we go, Genius. You can even get it to download the music file, which is crazy as well. So they've thought of a random music file on Genius, and now it downloads it to the device. So when you press play in Apple Music, boom, there it is. You've got Inject, you've got Labco Mindbuster, you've got Rain Man, you've got Peaksmith, Thoughtcast, you've got absolutely everything. The motherboard, if you can afford the motherboard, as a performer, it's insane again. Everything's insane. The motherboard is beautiful. Very expensive, but well worth it as a performer. You can do so many cool things with it. And this is the link between it. You can create layers of effects that start off with being able to predict the artist, or have it display the name of something from a book on the motherboard at the very end, which is the finale that they've been holding. It's just multi-layered, and it's a tool for mentalists and magicians to build reputation. That's what it is, essentially. So let's go back here. You can send birthdays, star signs, song names, and so much more. Inside all of these, you have additional options. So for instance here, you've got more options, and you link them all in. Thoughtcast, Glyphs, Center Hydra, Doodle, Speaker, Lumen, Speak You, Center Provision, Momo. So there is a whole host of things. Now also, on the iOS, you have Pathways. So Pathways is really clever. With Pathways, you can set up your routine so that it's ready to go and automatically connects to this. So you could set up a pathway for Ellipse, or for thought of song, that kind of thing. And now it automatically connects, it automatically sets up the app to link with that, so you don't have to go into the settings and change it every time that you are doing a new routine. And then you can have it automatically move on to another routine after that routine, so it's like programmable. So you might be doing it in one stage show using the Stranger app 3 or 4 times, and reliably moving from one to another with fail safes that tell you that it's in the right mode at the right time, ready to go. If that makes any sense whatsoever. So I think we're going to go through most things here. I'm just going to cancel that. You've got the main thing here, which is the app itself. You've got, let's just make sure, I thought someone was at the door then. We're going to remove that. Send to device. Now, send to device is where we have the extra options. This is where we can choose what we're sending it to. So before we had the option of recordings, which is the main standard routine, or you have this. Or you use pathways, which jumps from that to that in one routine. Now, here is the magical part. I just do this. Hopefully this is connected because I've not checked, but we'll see anyway. I noticed down here we've got ellipse and send to Peaksmith enabled. There we go. Now we're in the listening mode. The listening mode is so cool. So I'm going to go over here now onto this computer, and while it's doing that, I'm going to go to a website. I'm going to go to I'm going to go to genius.com. And when I'm at genius.com, I'm going to search for something. So I'm going to show you the screen for a second. I'm going to search for Blunt, for instance, James Blunt. Let's see, You're Beautiful. And then you can select a random word as well, like this, for instance, Subway. And now you've done the hard work. And it's going to be working in the background. And okay, if you can see this down here, iPhone screen. If that's on the right thing, let me make sure it is, because I can't see. There we go. It's now automatically listened to what the spectators entered on their phone, and now you have the secret information right here. So it is a powerful piece of kit, is all I really have to say about this product. It's super powerful, and I'm not going to talk much more because I think I've gone through most of the things, but let me just show you a bit more of the app itself. So let's go back to the Stranger by clicking here. We have the main call area. When I said send to device, that's where you choose which option you want to send to people. But let's go back. Here we have pathways, and information is where you have the learning section. The learning section is super comprehensive. Click on the videos here, and you now can join the WhatsApp group. So if you've bought this and not joined the WhatsApp group, get in it. You can ask any question and people will answer really fast. But then on top of that, we go down, you've got all these different call things teaching you how to do and how to use the whole system. I mean, some of these are lasting 40 minutes just on one, 20 minutes, some of them are lasting 54 minutes, advanced revelations. It's literally going through the whole system from start to end. So, first of all, definitely watch every single thing on there before you really get going with this app. Then here we go. This is a way to practice. Fantastic way. So you can choose which voice you're going to do, and then you press the play button. Actually, let's go to the English because you've not heard that yet. Hit the English, and there we go. Think you can hear that?
I'll be right down.
So sorry, who's this?
This is Anthony. Boom. And you see, perfect way of testing it, and the time on it there is moving. When it gets to 5, it's going to speak.
I'm waiting for a friend, mate. Really, I don't really have time.
There you go. So that's that. Now, the settings final tab is where you have everything. You have your recordings, which you can record your own as well. So you can make your own recordings up. You can use the pre-existing ones, or you can call a real friend or stranger, so to say. Borrowed phone, reveal, send text, and so much more. And then you have your plan, which is down at the bottom at the moment, pro version. So Very quickly, I'm going to show you the website so you can see what the plans are. So let's go down to this. Let's go down to here, and onto screen. There we go. And the Stranger. Simply go to the website, the Stranger. Go down, and you should somewhere see the. Here we go. What you get for each one. I think I need to reload it. I have had problems with my Virgin internet today and things not working at all. So I pray, okay, if it doesn't work, just go to thestrangerapp.com. And here you've got the Lite, then you've got the middle version, the Live, and then the Pro version. So we're not going to waste any more time with that. It's simply not working. All day long, Virgin Media, on, off. It's been a nightmare. Anyway, there we go. I think I've kind of covered everything here with this crazy app. It really is something that has taken my breath away in what you can achieve with it. It is reliable and works every time. If you got to put a bit of time into this. Anything electronics, you're going to have to put a good number of hours onto this. I did it when I was on the train. I spent 3 or 4 hours just playing around with all the settings, going in and out until they become very second nature. The very basic routine of the Stranger can be picked up in no time at all, but there's so much more you can do with this. It starts from $49.99. So if I go to there, $49, as far as I'm aware, don't quote me if I'm slightly wrong, just go to the website, go to the App Store, on the App Store or the Android Store, and download it and see what the plan options you can get. And as far as I'm aware, it's $49 or £49, but I think it's $49. Excuse me. And then you also have the Pro version. The Pro version is $199. And then I think after that it's £20 a month. Again, don't quote me. It might just be $199 for the whole year and that's it. But you have to get the Live version first. So as far as I'm aware, you have to get the Live version. Then it unlocks the ability to go Pro. So you then pay for a year, either $199 or £20 a month or dollars or whatever it is, something like that. If you're a working pro, working on the ships or working this routine weekly or daily, it is highly worth that monthly subscription for me. However, the basic Stranger app still works perfectly without having to go Pro at $49. So you've got so many options with this product. It really is worth every penny, in my opinion. And here's a little story. I did have a little problem with the way that something displayed on here for the link with the Pro side for Ellipse. I messaged Jonathan, and within, no joke, the next time I tested it, which was approximately 3 or 4 days later, the text was now big and not duplicating twice. So with electronics and with APIs and different iPhones and different models, there's bound to be a couple of things here and there that just need little fixes as new iOS softwares come out. However, he's there. He has dedicated his life to this app, this product, and you can certainly tell that. It's not like you buy it and you're left in the dark. You literally have support at every turn. So I think I've covered everything. I hope you've really, really liked this review, and I'm going to give it a rating out of 10. And in case you didn't get the kind of gist, I quite like this product. Just a little. So I'm going to give it a massive rating, and it is a 10 out of 10. Boom! The Stranger is a 10 out of 10. And listen, I'm sure it's always been a 10 out of 10, but now I know that all the new features that are in it and how well polished the app is from start to finish, that only helps me realise that it can't be anything else but a 10 out of 10. The price-wise, I think, is very fair as well. In fact, that it's $49 and then it jumps, okay, £20 a month, or $20 a month, sorry, is nothing if you are a performer out there getting paid for gigs. Now, would you need the Pro if you were just hobbyists? Probably not, unless you're making some sort of money from it or whatever it may be. But the Live is worth every cent of $49, and then the Pro is worth every little bit as well. So really, it's a tool. It's a tool that allows you to unlock loads of ways of linking devices that are already on the market, and I love the fact that all these mentalism devices now are talking to each other. All the big brands are linking in their integrations to make it work, and like I say, if you've not got a Peaksmith already, get one of these bad boys. They're fantastic. I mean, literally, I use this for all my sort of peaks that I need. So linking it with this app, with that, and all the other different possibilities that are coming up. You know, there's going to be a new app in a few months' time, probably, by X developer, and pretty much you guarantee that anything big that comes out that has a possibility of transferring data to a random spectator, the Stranger is going to support. So I'm very excited for the future of the Stranger app. Super happy to be part of the app as well. And Jonathan, like I say, has jumped on many calls with me just to help me out with the learning of the app. He took time out of his day that he didn't have to do just to go over things with me. And it's not just me he's done this with. Loads of other people I know because I speak to them and they tell me. So there we go. That is my review of the Stranger app. I hope you enjoyed this week's review. And if you did, do click the like, the subscribe button, the alert button, whatever it is or wherever you're watching this. Click the buttons to show your support. It really helps the channel grow in the future. And in the comments down below, let me know if you've got the Stranger app, what you like about it, any pros, any cons, and also if there's any other products you would like me to review in the future. I'm considering the next one to be the Elder Deck right here. So this is one that looks quite exciting. But just leave me a comment. I'm always there to say hello. And from me, James Anthony, MagicWorld, I'm wishing you a super Merry Christmas, and a wonderful New Year to come. See you probably see you in the New Year from now. Bye-bye.